Action. All right, welcome to another episode of Gals with No Filter. This is our first time doing a video, so
it's gonna be hard not to look that way.
I'm a little nervous, honestly, because the first time we did a podcast, I felt that's what it feels like.
It feels scary. Now I know people say I feel so exposed.
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm nervous, but I think this is good. We have a lot of things to talk about, so I think it'll be good. We got our apple juice adult version, some Chardonnay. But yeah, pretty much this is our first episode on video. So let's see how it goes.
It's weird. Usually we're all just like in bed,
cuddled up, or down here on the floor.
Yeah.
And then we were waiting for these beanbags too to come in for the setup. And then we have our flag, as you can see.
This looks comfy.
Oh, they are. I know.
I'm really comfy. I have all these pillows right now.
I got Baymax right here, the homie. Yeah, pretty much. But all right, let's get into it. So the reason we decided to do video is because we weren't so sure yet on like how to do this. And I feel like we were kind of shy as well. I mean, we still are.
We're still shy, but it's different doing it like on the bed, and we could just look wherever we want, or like watch something in the corner, and we're just talking.
Yeah, I was like, one day eventually we're gonna have to do them. I was like, but once we get comfortable more, like we'll do them, you know.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, we want to give you guys the best
the best
podcast we can. So yeah, but before too, we like started setting this up. I was like, I need a sweep. I need to go clean the tub.
Like you guys can see the floor. But she felt cleaner.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I cleaned up. And I don't know, I just felt like, I was like, I feel better. The house is clean. And she's like, no one's coming. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I don't know. It's just that Mexican mentality. I was like
where you have to clean your room knowing they're not going to come to your room.
I was like, if I can see it, they can see it. But I don't know. That was
They'll feel the vibes off.
No, yeah. But before this, we were playing Mario Kart to get like the jitters off and stuff. And we always do that like before a podcast or like on a Friday night. We always play games, drink, and have a little fun. Because, you know, it's the weekend. But tell me why sometimes in the games, like we're working together and stuff. And like, if I don't get first, she gets first. So I'm like, oh, there's somebody behind you. And then she'll be like, oh, I was like, don't worry, I fucking got him.
Yeah. Or I'm like, they're behind you. I'm like, oh, I got it.
Or like, here comes the blue shell. It's about to hit you. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm in first now. But normally she always gets first. I always get second, which is fine. You know, it's fine. I don't care. But when I get first.
I've just played forever. That's why.
Yeah, I never had video games. But when she gets second and I get first, I'm like,
it's crazy.
I tell you, what is it? If you're not first, you're last.
And I'm second. No, or I'll be like all the way in first and you'll be like in seventh. And you'll be like, did you just hit me? Did you throw that? And I'm like, I'm in first.
Yeah, I'm like, I think that was you.
You're like, you threw that bomb. I'm like, yes, the bomb waited all the way until you passed to like explode.
No, but I thought it was funny too because like, I don't know what you said. I think I'm looking at my notes right now. So yeah, we work together and you'll be like, banana.
Oh yeah, because I saw a banana and I wanted to warn you, but I was also gonna scream. So instead of screaming and saying banana, I just yelled banana.
I was like, okay, minion, shit. I was like, good to know.
I was trying to warn her.
And then she warned me, and then on the next round, she threw 3 bananas like straight back to back, and I almost hit them after she already warned me. So I was like, whatever. No, but another thing is now that we're doing video. I wanted to talk about what was our names going to be before we started the podcast, before we named it Gals with No Filter. Because a lot of the names were taken that we were trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
So one of them was, I came up with 2 lesbians, 1 vibe.
Oh, yeah.
And then you came up with Sapphic, what was it?
I don't know. Was it Sapphic Stories?
I think something like that.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the 2 lesbians, 1 vibe as well. But I think that one was taken. That's why we didn't do that one.
Yeah. That one's also like, I don't know, Gals with No Filter, like it kind of just like flows pretty well.
I think I got the idea from a certain podcast we listened to, and there is like it says unfiltered.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what, Gals with No Filter. I was that sounds better. Yeah. So that way we don't have to be sorry for the shit we say or anything like that. Like That's up to
Yeah,
you
we can
guys
say
if you guys
anything.
want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then another thing I want to talk to you about was fucking Squid Games. What did you think about that? What did you think about season 4? Because we binged that shit right when it came out at 12 in the morning. We were like, it's on. Like, what did you think about the whole?
I think it was so good. I like how they just completely jumped into where we left off. I hate when shows like kind of just like fast forward a bit and they kind of just don't acknowledge what just happened. Like I felt like we just finished the last episode, but it was sad. And we had what like 3 favorite characters. It was like the old lady, and there was the girl that was pregnant, and what was the other?
And then
girl's
120.
number?
I think it was Was it 120? Player 120.
Maybe I just
The
remember
one that was
222.
protecting the old lady and the pregnant girl.
Yeah, that's
222 is the pregnant girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once 120 died, I was like, no! And every time they turned their backs...
And it was the girl's boyfriend or whatever, right? That killed her?
No. It was somebody else.
Really?
Yeah. It was, No. Was it the grandma? I don't remember, but somebody fucking killed her and that killed me. She died and then I died.
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't cry. I think I was holding on a bit. I was like, I can't. And then I was like, no way they're going to kill the main character. Like, no one does that.
Yeah.
But knowing Squid Games, like...
But at certain parts, I was already like, I knew what was coming. I was like, her back is turned. She's going to die right here. Or when they would like be talking like, yeah. I'm like, one of you is going to die if you don't open that fucking door.
That episode was really good. It was intense. Like the maze they were going through. Like anyone could be on the other corner. Like,
if you were on the side of killing or hiding, what would you do?
Like, what do you mean?
What side would you like try? If you had to pick one, which one would you want to be on?
Probably killing. Just because, like...
If y'all don't see me in these podcasts, I'm gone.
Because, like, I don't know how much I can hide. And, like, I don't know,
it's that
like...
adrenaline rush hiding, but I don't feel like there's so much...
And then if you see one person, like, are you really going to find that door to leave? And then turns out you needed, like, 3 other keys. What if I was going alone?
Yeah, true.
What if I didn't have other people?
I think I would probably do the killing and kill some random motherfucker that I don't know in the game.
That just
But if I
nothing.
seen somebody that I know,
I wouldn't.
And I still have time, and I'm like, fuck, I found you, and I like you, I'm gonna run out the door and just go somewhere else and find someone else. Because that shit was brutal. I don't have it in my mind to kill someone like that in the games.
Yeah.
But fuck, I'm not trying to die either.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was intense.
It was good, but I didn't like that there was only 6. It was 6 episodes, right?
Yeah, but then I feel like I also hated it, but if they did more, thinking about the way the games went, it would have dragged.
Yeah. And
like, if it stayed the same amount, they weren't going to add another one. So it
people are talking about season 4.
Oh, so yeah, in the U.S. Someone said San Francisco, but someone said L.A. It's L.A.,
It's
right?
L.A. because somebody posted a video on TikTok, and they're like L.A., and they posted it like right across from where I live, and they took the picture in the daytime, and they took the picture from the show.
That's going to get leaked here.
Yeah.
There's no way they're not. Unless they block off streets after street after street to make sure no one can see, which they got the money now. They probably can. But it was good. I really like it. I think it was a good ending.
And then we ended up watching, what was it? The behind the scenes for season 4 and everything they talked about. It was the director. It was the guy who was in charge of the games, and then 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then at the end, too, I knew, I was like, after he pushed the boyfriend off, well, the baby daddy of the kid, the dad's kid.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. I was like, there has to be a part where, like, they're both not going to make it. I was like, I know he's going to throw himself off and leave the baby.
He was not going to throw that baby off.
Yeah.
He did not have that in him, even though, like, he barely even wanted to kill one person in that maze. Like, he's not that type of person, but, like, I knew it was going to be him. He's not going to kill that baby, and I was, like, hoping that, like, the main, front man, was going to stop the games and be like, that's it. Like, but...
That shit had me.
It made this ending of a character good because he
mixed
stayed,
emotions.
Yeah, no matter what he went through, his character stayed the same, kind of like his personality.
Yeah,
but it was so sad.
We binged that shit real quick.
Yeah, we watched like 2 episodes at night, and then we woke up the next night.
The next day, we finished them.
Those episodes went by fast, though.
Yeah, I remember when season 2 came out, we binged it up to like 3, 4 in the morning almost.
Yeah. We love binging shows.
Yeah.
Like Queen's Gambit. That was good.
There's another thing. So I've been watching these videos on TikTok, and this guy makes them about like how living in a Mexican household, and like just certain things you do like happens in a Mexican household.
Oh yeah.
So one of them, I was laughing because a lot of these I could fucking relate to them, and I didn't think that like I thought I was the only one. Like I don't know, for some reason.
It's like you didn't think it was a universal thing. You thought like, oh, that's just my family.
Yeah, and
I'm sitting on my lip gloss.
you're sitting on your lip gloss?
Yeah, I don't know where.
No one's gonna jack it, girl. I don't want it.
I know, I threw it.
You said I gotta keep it warm, so when I open it, it just liquefies.
It looks good. Okay. Ew.
No, so yeah, living in a household. Like my mom used to be freaking out when people would come over, and she'd be like, "Go clean your room. People are fucking coming. They're gonna be here in 15 minutes. Blah blah blah." And I'm like, eh. And I go to my room, and I was like, I don't want to see any of these people anyway. I don't know, for some reason, like I love my fam, but like when I have my room, it just
yeah.
Like I'd rather, if you guys want to kick it with me, come in my room, like the cousins. And
I don't want to
stuff.
go out. You come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mostly adults. I was like, what do I have to see?
Because if you get out, you have to say hi to
Everybody.
everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, have a little
Hi,
small
hola.
talk, and it's gonna be hard to go back to the room, and then someone's gonna.
Yeah, so my mom be like, go. And then they'll be like, once they get there, they'll be like, where's Steph? And then mama tell them so-and-so, she's in her room. And they open my fucking door. What up, cuz? And I'm like, ah, fuck, y'all find me. But yeah, they're going to find me. Where else am I going to be?
Yeah. You're in the bathroom, like, shaking.
I'm like, fuck. They're like, what's wrong?
You're here.
Or like when you wake up and like the whole house is quiet and then your parents are asleep. No, yeah. Well, when you wake up, the whole house is like asleep, and then your parents are asleep, and you're trying to be as quiet as you can, moving the pots, closing the mic. But then they wake up on a fucking weekend on a 7 a.m. Pots and pans,
vacuum,
and then that fucking mop when they're cleaning right next to your door, and you hear that shit. It's hitting.
Or you hear the vacuum hitting the door.
Yeah, and I was
carpet.
like, I know this is a hint to wake the fuck up.
If you hear the music playing, it's time to get up.
That would put me in a good mood, actually.
Yeah, if you hear the music blasting, I'm like, I need to join before I get that.
Yeah, wake up already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was when I was younger, and then as I got older and I was living with my parents a little bit, I know my mom went to the grocery store with my sister. Mm-hmm. She would never invite me because she knows I'm gonna wake up late, and they go together, and damn, let me tell you, they wake up early. Like they would go like around 7 a.m. and go to 3 different fucking stores because of prices.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't get back till like 10, 11. Yeah. And then
how many times would they do that? Like a month? They do that like every other week?
Once a month.
Then
once a month, and they'd spend around like $500 to $700 for the whole household. Because it was my sister, my brother, me, my stepdad, and my mom.
Honestly, that's not bad. No, the way my parents are, it's just 2 of them. They spend like almost $200 on groceries for like not even
once
a month.
Week. Yeah.
Maybe like for 2 weeks max.
Yeah, so they would spend that much, but it would last us a long time because she would go to Costco, and then she would go to Northgate, and then she would go to Walmart, and then if she needed makeup, she went to Target or Ulta. So I was not down for that ride. I was like,
I would have been good for the Target and the Ulta.
Or they go to Home Goods, and I'm like, oh, Home Goods, I was down.
That was good.
I was like, I know how to get something. And then one time I told my mom, I was like, here, take my credit card. And she was like, really? I was like, if you build my credit for me? Because she would do it with my sister, and my sister has good fucking credit. And then she's like, let me use your card right now. I was like, I haven't activated it yet. She's like, She's like,
give me a second.
Yeah. And she was all excited because the fucking bill for Ulta was like, not Ulta, for Home Goods, it was like $400.
Home Goods can get you. So can Ulta. If I had all the money in the world, I would spend so much at Ulta.
Yeah, so
I mean, a dry concealer right now.
I mean, I would feel bad because like sometimes when my sister didn't go with her, I would go with her. Because I didn't want her to go alone, and then there's fucking weirdos looking at my mom. Like, I know the bitch got work done. I know she got her ass done, some other shit done.
But she's still a mother.
Yeah, and I'll be like, what are you looking at? And then people be like, staring at me, mad dogging me. And then my mom, she's like, what's wrong? I was like, these motherfuckers are staring at you, especially in Northgate. And she's like,
she like it or what?
No, she wouldn't notice at all because she was so busy getting the foods. But I was on security mode, pushing the cart. With me. Yeah, I'm like that with you at the store because I was like, what the fuck you looking at? Like, you never seen a lady like looking for groceries? And then my mom was like, I don't even pay attention. And she would laugh. She's like, you're over here on security mode. I was like, hell yeah, what the fuck?
Some of them could be creepy. You never know.
Yeah. So that's what it'd be like. Or like the times when you're sleeping in the car and then like it's a good drive. But then when your parents make,
one turn.
Not even when they get off the freeway and then they make that turn, where
you're at. In your body. You're like, damn.
we're almost here. We're around the corner. That always happened to me. But then I'd fall
I
asleep.
didn't get McDonald's on the way home.
Now I fall asleep, and then I'd be like, my mom would be like, Steph, wake up. She's like, I'm not going to fucking carry you. I'm like, she's like, yeah, she's like, you're grown. And I was like, can you help me out? No, if not, even to my stepdad, she'd be like, whatever. I'm going to leave your guys' ass right here in the car, and she'd lock it. She didn't give a fuck.
At what point did you stop getting carried? Like out the car if you knocked out?
17. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think like
you would. You're tiny.
No, I think like 7, 8, around there.
Yeah.
Once I hit 9, they're like, no, it's over.
I think I was still 9 and they picked me up.
9?
I felt like maybe I had a harder time.
Yeah.
I remember we lived in this. It was like a 3-story house. It was just me and my mom, and I would knock out, and she would have to bring me up by herself. I was like 6. She would have to carry me all the way up like 3 flights of stairs with bags and everything.
Damn.
I don't know how girly did it.
Trooper. Or let me see what else. There's another one. When your parents like are literally like outside. No. When your parents call or text, and they're like, answer your fucking phone, and then you call them, they don't fucking answer, and then it starts to be fucking tag your it with the fucking phone. And you're like, I fucking. It's
like you wanted me that bad. I called, you're not here. Yeah. And then they call back, you don't answer, and it's like.
Yeah, when you're a kid too and your dad's phone is ringing and you fucking grab it and you run downstairs like you're on a fucking mission and they're outside. I swear. And then it says on the phone like, oh, it's Juan, new, because it's literally like new phone.
Or like blah, 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 work.
Or it says Alex, roofing. And then when you fucking finally get it to them, they're like, eh. And you're like,
I'm like, I just ran like
downstairs, to the left, to the right, over the canyon.
Yeah, I literally just jumped over the counter for you, sprained my ankle just to give you this phone call you don't want to answer.
But I think it's so funny how they have Juan, roofing, Juan, new, Juan, El Segundo, like all these same names but different fucking things. I find it so
I always saw
funny.
like blah, 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 work. That's mainly what I saw. If I saw work, I would zoom in because I knew he had to answer that.
You're like, that's how.
Like, look. And then it ends the call right when you bring it in. I'm like,
you're like, that's how my plush pillows get paid. Plush pillows?
That's how plushies? Squishmallows?
Not plush pillows?
Plush pillows?
I don't know.
Plushies.
Oh. Yeah, I might say some crazy shit, but just ignore me.
It's plushies.
Okay, and then the last one is like when you're mopping. And I feel like I do this with you and with Finn. Let's see. So I'm mopping, and then you'll be like, I need to get a drink. Or you're like, I need to get something from over there. And I'm cleaning the kitchen and the living room. And then I'm like, what do you need? I'll get it for you. And then you'll be like, that. Or you'll be like, never mind.
Yeah. If I know it's a complicated thing, like I want like some chips, I'm like, no. But if like my coffee, I'm like, can you get my coffee?
I'm like, wait till the shit dries. Like now I know how my mom feels. We're like tippy-toeing and shit. And then
you look back, it's my footprints. You're like,
no, it would be your dog. It would be Finn. And then I'd be like, I'm like, babe, get your dog. I'm mopping.
I'd have to chase him. Finn, come here. I have to put him on a chair.
He shedded like fucking crazy.
It was bad. I've never seen him that bad. And I had hardwood floors with him.
He literally shedded so much. I thought I shedded. He sheds like crazy.
He sheds more than me.
He's like a cat.
Cat shed?
Some cats, yeah. It literally goes all over your shirt.
Oh, I didn't know.
And then if you put them in your car, it's all over your car. They shed like crazy.
Fins are like white and curly and thick. Like they will stay stuck in your
I know.
shirt.
I'd be pulling his hair and then I get like a whole chunk.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not normal.
This is not normal.
No, it's another thing I was gonna say too. The peaceful protests are still going on.
Yeah.
But I just hate like how some people forget about it.
And it becomes like last week's news.
It's like, oh, it was a 1 week thing, 2 week thing. And it's like, no, like people are still being taken away. Like maybe because like it's not being protested as much like as it was in the beginning. Like we shouldn't forget like our brothers and sisters and like everything people are going through. Like even I heard that the callejones in LA.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, the Santee Alley or something?
Yeah.
That they're so empty to the point where they're giving free tacos, some of the vendors, to get people to come. And like people are finding parking within 2 minutes, and normally it would take you 15 minutes, 20 minutes to find parking, and now it's like
it's sad.
It's sad,
like the car wash here closed too.
Oh yeah, right. Tell them about that.
I saw on TikTok that the car wash near here closed because someone said like ice got to it.
Yeah.
And now like that place was always busy. And people in the comments were like, wow, I've been going there forever and it's never not been empty. And now they're like closed.
Yeah.
And it's sad. That was really popular. That was a good corner for them to be at. Like, it was really always busy.
It was the hand wash. And
and you talked about that one time, didn't you? That you wanted to go to that one?
Yeah, because I was like, the hand washes do way better than when you take your car in through the drive-in. Because those fuck up, you scratch your shit. Like, you may not see it, but after a while, it'll start to scratch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're pouring our drinks on the floor because sometimes YouTube will
be weird. It's our first one.
And take your stuff down. So we're not trying to get our first video taken down. But yeah. Another thing.
Apple juice, that's why.
It's apple juice. Another thing was our baby pics.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna upload our baby pics so you guys can see them. And I wanna know what you guys think. If I still look like myself and if she still looks like herself. And then we used AI to create a baby to see what looks the baby got. And I feel like the baby got my lips and my eyes.
And it got my nose.
It got your nose.
Yeah, there was something. It was really cute, though.
Yeah. Well, we're going to post them up while we're talking about this. But we posted a couple of them. There's like maybe 14 of them we did.
We did a lot.
Yeah.
We did like a couple boys, a couple girls. It's like equal. To see the different variations of them. They're all so cute.
Because we do want to have a kid. It's just not right now.
I'm in school and
when she's finished with school.
I also don't got enough funds for that.
No, yeah,
I want a baby,
babies are
but
expensive.
I'm not trying to like.
And IVF is expensive
stressful
too.
with that. Like I want us to be like good.
Like if it was to come between the two of you, who has the baby, it would be me. I just get nervous because when my mom had me, she almost died and she closed her eyes and she was like, "You were the worst one." Well, not the worst one, but you were the most craziest one that came out of me, and I almost died for you. And she always reminds me of that story. So I'm just like, fuck.
Doesn't mean it's gonna happen to you. You might have it easy.
I don't know. Who was it? Girl, I'm dying on the bed when I have cramps. I'm like, oh my God, this feels like birth. And I was like, take me now. I'm like, I want to rip my guts open. That shit hurts.
I think I'll feel.
But you take pain so much like better than I do.
Not really.
You do. I think you're way better handling pain. In different.
I'm emotional though.
What?
Sorry, I like pain.
No, but yeah. So we're gonna upload those, and then we're gonna do a little bit of lesbian questions.
Okay.
Do you have it on your?
Is it here?
You're reading it. Oh, wait. Can you see when I'm checking them off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you be friends with the mask, or can you be friends with the femme? Why or why not?
Am I saying that in the context of me, or can you?
Just in general. No.
In general?
In your perspective, your point of view, can you be friends with a femme or a mask? And if why or why not? And then I'll give mine. Like, don't even think about us being together. Just in general.
I feel
if you were a single gal, like.
I feel like I could be friends with both. In my point of view, I feel like I could be friends with both. Because if I don't have feelings for you, like in the case I had two friends, one was femme, one was mask, and I had no feelings for them whatsoever, it'd be easier. But it would be hard if one of them had feelings. Not like I would want to have more with them, but it would just make the situation awkward. You know what I mean? Like I feel like me, I could just be friends with either and like it never go past friendship and anything. But that's just me.
Okay. For me, I think I would say it'd be easier for me to be friends with femmes than with masks. Because with masks, it's always like, I've gone through situations like this. I've had a friend that was masked, and then I've had a friend that's transgender. And it was just a little hard because a lot of the friends that I thought were friends, they either just hung out with me because they like my personality, which is fine, or they like my style, but then they try to jack my style, and I don't like that. It's like, be your own self, be your own person. Or if I ended up getting a bitch and they did it or whatever, not even me looking for them, like just a girl coming up to me and be like, oh, she's cute, like,
yeah,
they would get offended by that. And I'm
like, I
like,
chose
and
for
I'm
that to
literally
happen?
doing my own thing. I'm literally not even paying attention to no one. I'm just hanging out, having my drink, having a good time with my buddies and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like, I just can't
like,
do
you chose
it.
for that to happen.
I feel like it's always a competition. Like, I feel like it's
Yeah.
just hard to be friends now. That's just my opinion in the LGBTQ. And, like, I just want friends. If I ever do become friends with Mass, like, I don't want you to steal my personality. I don't want you to steal my wardrobe. Like, maybe I can give you tips, you can give me tips, and we can dress together. But if
like, we're not the same, but we can give each other advice.
And I don't like that. I don't like people being copycats. I've had people follow me on Instagram because of that. I don't know why it bugs me so much, which it shouldn't, but it just does, because it's like I wasn't my own self for a long time. Like, I wasn't my own personality for a long time because of the people I hung out with.
Yeah.
And, like, I just wanted to fit in back in the day, like, when I was in high school. And then I was just like, I'm not going to lose myself again for, like, wanting to be, what's the word?
Accepted?
Yeah, by others and what they like. And I lost myself, and I've lost my personality a couple times, not going to lie. And the last time I lost it was, like, in 2015. And that's when I cut my hair completely short. My hair is long right now, but I have it in a hat. It's like, my hair's like up to here, but I put it in a hat.
That's cute.
And yeah, and after that, I was just like, that's when I was like, I want to grow my hair back out. Like, I'm going to go be more femme. Like, so yeah, I can't be femmes with, I love femmes. I can't be friends with Mass unless I know it's very genuine. You got my back, I got your back. And we're just going to be cool. And we're gonna be our own people. And you're not going to get offended if I have a girlfriend or I don't have a girlfriend, or, like, you know?
Like, it's not a competition. We're just friends.
Exactly. That's what I just, it just irks me. I think that's why I just rather not
have friends
in the
They're hard.
LGBTQT.
They're fine.
Like, if I make friends, I'll just be friends with anyone, but I am not going to settle for less.
Yeah. But I feel like femmes can do that too. With others,
yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like,
I feel like I have
friends,
a harder time with Mass than femmes. That's why it's easier for me with femmes.
But I'm saying, like, femme to femme, it can be kind of hard too. Like, if it's just being like a friend, they still are gonna copy your personality.
Well, you went through that, so
yeah,
you know
I went through that so many times. They can copy your clothes easily.
You heard me?
You know what's?
I was like, so you went through that. So what's up? What the fuck? Oh my god. So what's up? What's up?
What just possessed you?
I have no idea. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, because they can easily just, like, dress like you and how you want. Like, my old two friends too did the same thing.
Yeah.
Cause, like,
and they stole your wardrobe too.
Yeah, like, the wardrobe
That's
part's
crazy.
easy. Like, makeup thing, like, colors I wear, perfumes.
That's missing.
Like, I always wear black, like, a lot.
Just that girl, Gracie Lee, if you've heard the other podcast.
And Annalise.
Annalise, if you guys heard those podcasts, you know who we're talking
about. Like, that
one
one photo she posted where she was wearing, like, a black, it kind of like a little leather, like, her top. And, like, it was, like, an all-black outfit with, like, dark background. I'm like, you never did that before me. Like, you're all about, like, sunshine, and you love yellows, you love pinks, you love blues.
Yeah, she'd always tell Destiny, I don't think that matches you. But that's literally Destiny's whole wardrobe. But the girl, after they stopped talking, the girl ended up wearing Destiny's clothes. She got the same skirt Destiny had. Yeah,
the same exact skirt she wore for that photo shoot. She told me not to get it.
After.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know. We didn't look through her shit. She just kept fucking popping up on our TikTok.
Yeah. And then, like, she said piercing wasn't going to work. She was like, yeah, no, not the eyebrow one. No, not the tongue one. Not anything. And I'm like,
you're not the one.
It won't match her. Like, it wouldn't match her whatsoever. Like, you know how she looked like. But, like,
if anything, girl, you need to focus on that nose job. Oh, my God.
No, for real.
Okay.
For real. But, yeah, I feel like that can be hard. Yeah. I feel like also you being friends with femmes can be hard, too. In my eyes.
Yeah.
Because they can like you. And, like, I feel like it was trendy at some point to like girls, and people were like, I like them wearing like boys' clothes now. Like, do you notice how that became a trend like a while ago?
Yeah.
Like, people started liking that, and I'm like,
yeah, that's the thing. I can't be friends with femmes because sometimes I just want a girl who's just very femme, and hang out with her. But it's like it always ends up to like, oh, I think you're cute, or I like you. Or after a couple of weeks or months hanging out, they like my personality. They like how dorky I am and like outgoing and all that. And then they fall for me, and I'm like, no, this is not what I want. Yeah. So after that, I have to cut them off. Like, I'm just like, fuck. I just want to have friends where I can just.
There's no feelings whatsoever. We just hang out. Like, be actually friends.
Yeah. All right. After that, so another one. What is the cringiest? I feel like I took this question from. You'll know from where once you hear it.
Okay.
What is the cringiest nickname you ever got? Remember the podcast?
Oh, yeah. Cringiest nickname
you ever got in a past relationship. But I like that we can talk about things and not get offended about it. Because we're so secure with, like, our relationship. And it's easy to talk about it. Like, even if, like, one of us is like, oh, she's pretty. Or we're like, oh, her dress. Oh, her makeup.
Because we're, like, technically married.
Like, it's cute. It's different. Like, oh, like... But when you say, like, oh, she's bomb, it just depends how you word it, too. Like, you can't talk like that when you're in a relationship. Like, that's disrespectful.
I feel like the most I'd probably ever do is, like, oh, my God, like, I love her makeup, I love her hair, or, like, her outfit.
Or she's pretty.
I'm never going to be like, oh, my God, she's so hot. No. That's a totally different thing.
Yeah, but I understand when we're like, oh, she's so pretty. Because all women are pretty.
Yeah.
All women are pretty. Except for those two girls.
Except for those two.
But I think
the bad personality ones don't.
Yeah. I think all women are pretty. No matter who you are. And I love when women can cheer other women on. Yeah. Regardless. True. But if you got a bad personality and you're just a fucking bad person.
Or you're doing too
much.
Your
prettiness don't matter. It ain't shit. Like, it ain't shit. But yeah. What do you think about that? What's the cringiest nickname you ever got in a past relationship? Mine's pretty funny.
Nickname. I'm trying to think. I feel like there has to be one. And I can't think of one.
You want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, so mine was... I fucking hate it. Because there's a story to it. It was Steffi Poo.
Ew.
Or Steffi Boo.
Steffi Boo?
Boo. Yeah, Steffi Boo. And then when my cousins heard about it, they changed it to Steffi Poo. So every time I was with someone, one of my cousins would be like, oh, my Steffi Poo. And they'd come and they'd push the girl I was with and hug me and be like, oh, my Steffi Poo. And they give me a kiss on the cheek. They're like, no. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. My thing fell. Hold on. Give me a second. My bad. No, they'd be like, oh, my Steffi Poo. And they hug me, my cousins. And they'd be like, she's mine. Get the fuck away. Like, it was literally legit. I think you might meet him at the wedding if he goes. Because my tia Choco, she's going, so she's going to take all her 4 kids. So you might meet him. His name's Anthony. And he has colored eyes like me. He literally looks like he could probably be my brother. But the weird thing is that he's the only one with colored eyes in the family. And his mom doesn't have colored eyes. His dad doesn't have colored eyes. It's our grandpa.
Damn.
So it's skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the only one out of all his siblings. Yeah, he's the one I told you. I think he has Tourette's, but they haven't figured out what's his condition. But he tics a lot. But I think that's what it is. Oh. I kind of want to talk to him about it because like they just never figured out what it was. And the doctors always tell him nothing's wrong with him. And I feel like it is because every time he's watching stuff, he like tics like this. Oh. Or he bites his nails. Or he like gets uncomfortable. So I don't know.
Maybe.
But I want to talk to him. But yeah, he'd be like, my Steffi Poo.
That's like kind of close to my name that I'm thinking of that I really hated.
Or when I would go to the house, he'd be like, Steffi Poo. And I'm like, oh my fucking
I can't imagine calling you that. I feel like
I don't like that shit.
I feel like it's weird.
I don't like that shit, but that's the name.
I just call you my Pebble.
That's the name I got from a relationship. But when you call me my Pebble, I don't know why.
You hate it?
I don't hate it. It just reminds me like a little turd piece, like a little shit piece.
That's not a pebble. A pebble is a rock.
I know, but I don't know.
But that's what you think
That's what I think of when you say pebbles.
You want me calling my boulder?
It's not a boulder. It's a rock. I don't know why I think of that. Don't ask me, but yeah.
It's not. It's like a little baby rock.
All right, what's yours?
What was it? Oh, Desi Bear.
Desi Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like so the cringy
thing I've ever got.
What the fuck?
Do I look like a bear? Am I built like a bear? And also, I don't like Desi. I don't like when people say like Desi, or some people would say Des with a Z instead of Des.
Oh, Desi.
Because a lot of people call me Des. before I met you instead of Destiny because I didn't like my full name. But they would change it to a Z. So it was either Des or Desi. I don't like Desi. That feels like a whole different name than, I don't know. I don't like it.
That's interesting.
I'd rather you just say Des. It's cute. Like Des. Not Des.
I can't say Des.
Yeah, I know. You've never said Des.
I can say Destiny or my love or baby. Yeah. But I can't say Des.
Yeah.
It's weird. It has to be rare. I'm waiting for the moment that you really get me upset and I call you by your middle name.
I'm just waiting for the day that I can fully call you your full name.
Stephanie Lopez Perez.
Yeah.
Me too. I'll be like, Ari, get your ass over here. You'll be like, fuck, what did I do? You're going to be running, knowing you. I know you could be over there. You're going to haul ass to the room.
You're like, what? I don't do anything. What did I do?
I'm like, Ari. I'll be tapping my foot on the floor.
You're like, you left your sock right there. My socks are everywhere.
No, it's okay. All right. What do you think is the worst date idea?
The worst date idea?
Yeah. The worst date idea.
Like first date idea?
Yes.
Movies.
That was my answer. Okay, why do you say that?
You can't talk.
Oh my god, that was my answer too.
It's just awkward. Like, what do you do? Like, you're sitting and then it's like
you can't get to know the person.
Like, I'm not just gonna like, I don't know.
But I mean, I get it if people do that. Like, if you're like shy and introverted and like you're shy about the first date, that's perfect because you guys can go out after to eat and talk there, but you're still munching.
Silent for like 2 hours and a half.
That's true.
It's silent. And like you can be talking, but like
I would say watch the movie at first. Get like watch it and be like you have something to talk about, which is the movie, and then go get drinks, and then you'll be chitter chatter.
True.
But yeah, I was gonna say the same.
I just feel like that's also like very generic. Like everyone does that. Like
I think that's better when like you're in high school, middle school, go out to the movies.
I feel like that's the thing back then. Now I feel like I love movies, but like I want to be able to kind of talk to
like be spontaneous.
Yeah, do a little something different.
Yeah.
Be creative. You were creative when I first did.
Yeah, we went to what was it? We went to Uptown Whittier here in California because I used to live in Norwalk. Well, I do live. Well, it's hard to say because I don't know like certain people are going to
You've already said it so much in the podcast. Just say it. You live here.
Okay, well, I live here. But yeah, I went to Whittier and then I took her to eat pizza because I knew we were going to drink.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
Brick House Pizza in Whittier. It's good.
That slapped.
We got a margarita pizza with 2 beers. And
you said I didn't drink beer. You totally forgot that I drank that on our first date.
I don't know. And then we walked over because Uptown Whittier is like a little plaza where you can just walk and there's many stores. And so we walked down. We had the car parked. But from the pizza place, we walked down like a block maybe. And then we got to this place where they sell food as well. They have like a little bit of games in there. And then they have a patio where you can drink, hear live music, and play games. You just give them your ID, and then you're able to play games. And we ended up getting, what was it, Jenga?
Jenga. But it was like not rainbow colored, but it was like turquoise, yellow, orangish.
Yeah,
Jenga.
We got 2 cups of wine, and then it was the Jenga. And I remember I was like, whoever loses gets a kiss on the cheek. I don't know why I said cheek, because I was nervous as fuck.
I would have gave her a full kiss.
I know, but I was just nervous. I didn't want to push it.
But I didn't want to rush it either.
I didn't want to rush it either. Like, the stories we've told each other about, like, our past relationships, like, we were just both on the same page. We didn't even talk about it, but we had the both same mindset of being like...
We were both, like, kind of careful, but we wanted to do more, but also we didn't want to ruin it. Because I can ruin it fast, especially if the other person's not into it.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm just going to wait. And then ended up going our date to the next day. And I ended up meeting her mom. I met her dad the same day. That was the fastest I've ever met someone's parent, which I was shocked. And then her parents were like, because I was a little tired. I didn't want to drive. We went to a drive-in theater movie that night in Riverside.
Really wanted her to stay.
And then her parents were like, oh, do you want to stay or is she too tired to drive? And then she was like, you can stay. And I was like, okay. And they left us the room and her parents slept in the living room. So they're like, yeah, you can stay here. And I was shocked because I was like, out of all my fucking years of being a lesbian, like parents are like, leave the door open, like, how am I gonna get your girl pregnant? How am I gonna get your daughter pregnant? Like, and on the first date, come on, be for real. But no, when
we did make out on our first date though.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
But not that night though.
Yeah, and then I was just like laying there with her, and then she closed the door, and I was in my mind I was like, the door's closed. I don't know. I felt like I was 18 all over again with you when that shit happened. I don't know. It was just weird because it's like most parents, they freak out and stuff. Your parents were so cool about it. That's what I liked about the first date.
Pregnant. What are they gonna do?
I'm gonna try hard. Try as hard as I fucking can.
We would have already had a child.
No, low key.
We would have already had.
If we were able to have a kid, I think we already had 2.
I'm pretty sure we would have had 2 by now. One would have been on accident.
Well, actually, I don't know about 2, maybe 1 already, because we've only been dating for 10 months.
I still feel like somehow we would have had 2.
I would have been ready to pop already any minute. That's crazy.
1 and 1.
Hey, we bump bellies together. What's up?
That would not be good.
Our hormones would be up the fucking roof. No, but I told her I only want 1 kid. I don't want to have 2. I know she was an only child, but
I want to so bad just because I hated being an only child. It sucks. It seems fine when you're not in it. But then once you are an only child.
But the child won't be lonely. It'll have us.
Yeah, but then they grow up thinking they want someone else to be with them. Like if they go the first day of school, they go blah, blah, blah. They always are like,
I got a sister, the fucking kids. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, like if they like, especially if they're the same age. Like I always been like, wow, I wish I was moving to like, I wish I went to like first grade with like a sister I knew or an older one or a younger one.
No.
It seems good until you experience it. But she wants 1. I still want 2.
See, I have siblings, and those motherfuckers, oh my God.
You have multiple.
They got on my damn nerves. I got an older sister. I don't know how old she is. I think she's like 34, 35. I got another sister. She's 33. I got a younger brother that's 19? I don't know how old that motherfucker is.
Probably 19.
19. And let me tell you, out of all of them, my brother was the worst one. I think because like they had him so early.
Yeah.
And like I was still young. I was still like 7, so I was kind of butthurt.
Oh.
Yeah, and then my older sisters always played pranks on me, saying that my hands are gonna fall off in the middle of the night if I don't wear yellow, and the boogeyman's gonna come get me, and if I don't put my hands to the side while asleep, my hands are gonna fall off. Like they fucked with me like crazy.
That's why you have them around the same age.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about that later. Another thing was like, okay, so I know we drink and stuff. Mm-hmm. This is a crazy question. I know you probably read it already.
No, I haven't. No? I stopped myself.
Okay, so I know we drink and stuff, but what kind of party drug do you think you are? You're not taking it, but like, what party drug do you think you'd be? Like me, I would say I'm Molly. Like it's upper, but you're mellow. Like I love to go out, but when I do like, I'm out for a bit, I need a fucking month or 2 to recharge after that. But I think I feel like I'm a Molly. Like it's a good time, but you're still mellow. True. I feel like that's me. A
what
Molly.
Do you think I'd be?
I'm not saying I take a Molly. I'm just saying like, that's like the party drug I would be.
Yeah. What do you think I'd be? I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know what I'd be.
I think you'd be Coke.
That's what I'm thinking right now in my head.
Because you are a party girl.
That's what I'm thinking in my head right now.
Yeah.
I don't party anymore. I'm retired.
You're retired? You're only like 22.
Well, my girlfriend doesn't go out. She's retired, so I became retired.
I don't go out only because I feel like I can absorb a lot of people's energy. And like, I know about like chakras and I know about like energy spirits. Like when you're in the club, people don't know, but there's literally like black spirits just fucking going back and forth through the whole club.
But were you partying at 22?
Was I partying at 22? Not like as much as I do with you now.
We don't even do anything.
No, we do. Like when we go to the clubs and when we went to Fudge, when we went to the prom. No, but regardless, that was a lot for me because the clubs that I was going to before, they weren't like the clubs I wanted to go to. They were like Mexican ones, like corridos and all that.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I lost my whole personality because that's not what I liked.
Yeah.
So I would go just because it was free and like my homegirls were going.
Valid. Yeah.
But now like a night out with you, oh my God, it's so much fun, but I get so tired where I have to recharge for a month. Like spiritually, mentally, emotionally. I gotta cleanse myself. I gotta cleanse the house. I gotta cleanse your ass. But you gotta admit, after I cleanse you, you feel better, right?
I do.
I feel better too.
I do feel better.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't like that before, but the more that I got more into my spirituality and like all that deep shit, it's more sensitive.
True. Yeah, we have club nights here now.
All right.
They're fun though.
Another question. WeHo clubs. Have you been?
Yeah. I don't remember which ones though.
Okay. When was the last time you went and how was it for you? Because I feel like some gay clubs, I can't have fun because people are either checking who they want to hook up with or they're just scoping the place or like they're not dancing and they're just in their ego trying to be cool, post it up. But it's like, get off your phone, get your ego off and have fun and just dance. And if you meet somebody, you meet somebody. And if you're that thirsty, that tells me you're toxic as fuck.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even remember which ones I went to. But I just remember a lot of people don't dance. Right? Like, they'll be in the corner or they'll be, like, having their drink.
It's
you
like
could just tell they're looking around. Yeah, like, I never went to prom. But other dances. You can tell that they're looking around, like, looking for somebody. And it's like, I'm not there to look for somebody. I'm there to enjoy the music.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you find somebody, you find someone. I never did. I never cared. Yeah. I just went there because I love music. I like being out. I like having my little drinky drink. Doing my little wacko dance. And then that's it for the night. And then I go home.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just go there to find somebody. And I'm like, do you want to find someone in this, like, atmosphere?
Exactly.
Like, everyone's drunk. That person might regret it later. You never know.
It might be a one-night stand. That's all it is. You don't know who this person really is.
You don't know, like, what anybody has either.
That too. Yeah.
So.
Like, I only asked that because I went to WeHo once. And it was fun. But it was mostly like Spanish music because that's what my friends were too.
I went to one like that too.
It was on the right side of WeHo. Like when you go straight into WeHo and there's left and right, it was on the right side.
I think so. There was a couple that I had to pay the person in the front to get a wristband because I was under 18.
Oh my God. I think we went to the same one. Was it when you walk in? It looked like it was two-story because you walk. Okay, so we probably went to the same one because
I had to
it was black. When you walk in, there was something on top, like a second story, and then you walk in. As soon as you walk in, the bar's on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And then you keep walking, and then it's the dance floor in the back.
Yes. I had to pay the security guard to give me that little, like, wristband so I can get drinks all night. Because I was,
what the hell?
I was literally about to be 21. I think I was 20 the last time I went, or maybe 19. I was something. But, like...
That's crazy.
I'm like, I wasn't trying to, like, drink, but I wanted, like... I'm out. Like, I don't want to be sober while I'm there. I get anxious with people.
That's crazy. What year was that? Because I know I went before 2020. I went, like, maybe 2017, 2018.
I think maybe 2019.
Oh, so we skipped.
Maybe.
I'm not surprised. We've been places, you and me, like, we've skipped each other by a couple times.
Yeah.
Like the red string theory.
It's really weird. We keep going to the same places, but different years, different times.
Well, yeah, because you're younger, but...
Yeah. But still, I was younger then, too.
22.
But it wouldn't have been...
I'm 27.
But it wouldn't have even been good if we met each other. Because what was it, 2019?
I would have been in jail.
What was it, 2019? I said I went? So I would have been a sophomore in high school.
I would have... a sophomore. Also, you were 14, right?
Yeah.
Right? No, you were 15. No, 15. And I would have been, if you were a sophomore, what year you said?
2019.
Then I would have been... I was 20.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. See, it works. It makes sense why we kept like going towards each other, and the world was like, not yet.
Yeah, and then I crossed paths. Oh shit, we're done. And then I crossed paths with your dad when he went to my high school. You've literally always been there. Like you bring up streets and stuff, and you talk to me, and I'm like, I know exactly where that's at. Yeah, it's weird, like the parks and stuff. It's weird. But it was not the right time whatsoever. No, I'm not trying to go to jail. I'll see you later. Catch me up later. And I was ugly too. So. All right. You want to do the Reddit stories? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get another refill. Refill time. Okay. Let's see.
I have one called... Okay, I like this one because, like, I take photos. It says, oh, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, not for free. Not for free. We didn't sell that. No,
Oh, sorry.
We can sell that. I'm just kidding. It's fine. Am I the asshole for leaving a girls' trip early because they're treating me like their personal photographer? Okay, so I, 21 female, went on a little weekend trip with 4 girls from uni. I brought my camera because I'm into photography, like not professionally or anything, but just for fun. First day was fun, took a bunch of cute pics of everyone, edited them that night, posted them in the group chat, and they were obsessed. But then the next day, they started waking me up like, come take golden hour pics of us, and literally dragging me outside before I even had coffee. Before coffee? Damn. They weren't asking, it was just like assumed that I was going to take pictures all the time. And like I barely got any pictures of myself. When I asked if someone could take a couple of me, they literally go, didn't you bring a tripod? And just laughed. Also, they kind of ditched me. Like at some point I was in the shower and they left to go take pictures at some spot because they didn't want to miss the lighting. By the 3rd day, I was kind of over it. I just felt like not included. Like I was there to take pictures and not actually hang. So I told them I wasn't really feeling it and I booked a train home early. Now they're being weird in the group chat. One of them texted me, like, next time, don't offer to take pics if you're going to catch feelings. Like, I never offered. I literally brought the camera because I like it. It wasn't a paid shoot. Some friends are saying I was being dramatic and should have understood the vibe, but, like, I thought we were friends, not influencers. Anyway, am I the asshole?
What do you think?
No. She never said she wanted to be the designated photographer. And the fact that, like, yeah, you can take, like, I'd be fine to take some photos. She's not a photographer. Okay. She just brought a camera, like, casually because she likes taking photos. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if I was in her shoes, like, yeah, of course I'm going to take pictures of other people. If I know how to do it, why not have them take good photos? But then the second she asked for photos, they're like, didn't you bring a tripod? Mm-hmm. Like, yes, I brought a tripod, but just take some photos of me. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And, like, they just expected her to take photos, and then they left without her to go take their own photos. That was, like, the whole point of the trip was just her taking photos.
I feel like they kind of used her in believing that she was going to do it all on her own and be like, okay, you got us. You're going to take all the photos. And it's like, no, it's a girls' trip. Why do I have to take all the photos when it's like, let's take photos from different perspective of views so that way we can see, like, because when you take pictures from different perspectives of views, it looks a lot better because you didn't catch that, they didn't catch this, but you did and they did. Like, it's just different angles. So I don't think she's the asshole. I think her friends are just being assholes. And then the fact that they left her after, I would have been like, well, peace out. I'm fucking going my own way. I'm gonna take my own
camera,
my own fun adventure, and it's gonna be very like healing and shit. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Fuck those friends. Those aren't your friends.
And the fact that they told her she was being dramatic. I'm like,
oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, they said she was being dramatic and she was like, it's not a paid shoot. Like, I was just there as friends. They're acting like she was required to take pictures. Like she was hired.
Nah.
They're just a friend. So basically they seem like they invited her just for the photos.
That's fucked up. Nah, you're not the asshole.
No,
they're the
that's
asshole.
So sad. Girl, do your own trip and send them all the photos.
Yeah. Or do your own thing. Those aren't friends if they like expect shit from you. Like, nah.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay, I have one that's wedding themed. Am I the asshole if I go to a wedding that my boyfriend isn't invited to? That reminds me of the last podcast we had.
Yeah.
For context, I'm a gay man and I've been with my boyfriend for over a year. My friends from college, let's call them Sean and Lily, are getting married this year, and I just received an invite in the mail. I noticed that the invite only included my name and not my boyfriend's name. Sean and Lily have already met my boyfriend, and they all follow each other on social media. I asked one of my mutual friends if he was given a +1 to the wedding. He said that the invite he received had included both him and his girlfriend. I reached out to Sean and asked if I can be able to have a +1. He said that although he'd love to have my boyfriend come, his family and Lily's family are very religious and thus anti-gay. So they won't want any drama at their weddings. So they wouldn't want any drama at their weddings and would stem from having a gay couple at their wedding. I told him no worries and that I understood and will be attending the wedding alone. I told my boyfriend about the conversation, but he is now upset. He says I shouldn't attend a wedding that purposefully excluded him just because we're a gay couple. I told him that it's not Sean and Lily's fault they can't invite him. It's their wedding, so I have to respect their rules. He said that he's not asking to be invited because he respects their wishes, but rather he's asking me to not attend at all. I understand what he's saying, but I want to attend my friend's wedding. I've known them since college and I want to celebrate their day with them. Am I the asshole if I attend this wedding without my boyfriend?
How long has she been with her boyfriend?
He.
Oh, how long? Has he
been with my boyfriend for over a year.
If it's been over a year,
and the two people that are having the wedding know him and they follow him on Instagram. Oh, they're just worried about the family because they're anti-gay and they're religious. That's why they're not invited.
I don't think it should matter. Like, if it's your wedding, you're going to do it how you want it your way. It's the only time you're going to be able to do that and the people you love with. And if you're so worried about what others people think, then don't invite your friend and don't invite, like, the husband or the boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And then we can have a conversation after that. Or just don't be friends with them because that's not cool. Like, why should it matter? It's like the whole thing with my sister. Like, my sister was iffy about inviting Des because, like, so my background story is, like, I've been in relationships, they didn't last, and they didn't want to meet my girlfriend until I've been with her for a year. But with Des, I'm going to be a year with her in 2 months when the wedding is in October. So, I mean, like, I told my family, too. I told my brother, too, like, you guys haven't seen me for 2 years. Like, what's the difference? You don't know me. You don't know her. If you really want me there, like, I'm not going to ask for invitation. If you want me there, you're going to take all of me and what comes with me, and that's my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And then I told my brother that, and my sister was like, I want to invite you to my wedding. Are you going to bring a +1? And I was like, yeah, my partner. And she's like, okay, I'll add her. And I was like, this was a whole different conversation that I had with my brother than to what I'm having now. And the conversation I had with my brother, my sister texted me the next day. And then I called my brother. I was like, did you talk to her about this? And he's like, no. And I was like, all right. I was like, but I told Destiny, I was like, if shit goes down, not even goes down, but like, if they disrespect her, disrespect me, that's the point where I'm going to say, okay, checkmate. Yeah. We're leaving. That's it. And after this, I know I don't want nothing to do with my parents.
This is really just a test.
And my family. Yeah. This is going to be the test for us right here.
Because we're going to come in all nice and everything.
Yeah. But I know they want a relationship with me, so they know what comes with me. They have to respect it if they want that. Because I cut them out completely. And I know, and my brother always tells me, like, my sister and my mom are always asking, like, how's Steph? And my brother's like, all I know is she's alive. But he talks to me, he doesn't tell him everything. Because he knows that if he tells him my shit and, like, what I'm talking about, he's going to be cut too. Like, I don't need disrespect in my relationship. My relationship is good. This is the best relationship. Like, hands down, I'm not even fucking with you guys. This is the best relationship I've ever been with. Like, she understands me. I understand her. And, like, we're very truthful and honest with each other. We don't hide anything from each other. Like, there's no need to. And knowing that I want to spend the rest of my life with her and she wants to spend the rest of her life with me, like, why hide things? Like, just be honest with each other about everything, whether it comes with friends, whether it's about family, whether it's about struggles, like, and we have been being honest with each other. So I love our relationship so much because our relationship, I feel like, went by like this.
It did.
Like, it went by so fast.
We did the pace fast too because you moved in, so it was like really getting to know each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Every single day seeing each other.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't very communicative with her at the beginning because, like, how I was raised, my parents would shut me down and not communicate with me. But I tend to learn that a little bit better by dating her. She's made me into a better person, and I love that. Because when I was a kid, I had a lot of anger issues, but I also healed on my own and told myself how to be patient. So she's teaching me a lot of things that I didn't know before, and I'm teaching her a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Like, she's teaching me a lot about patience, a lot about communication. I'm teaching her a lot about cooking and other stuff.
And also communication, though.
No, yeah, communication.
We have our both ways of communication, but also we both have our own ways that we're still learning.
Yeah, like, I always tell her, like, your feelings are valid. They're not wrong. Like, what you gotta say is what you gotta say, and it's valid. Like, You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. We can
Mhm.
both have our opinions, but we can't get upset. So I love that about our relationship. It's so, I feel like
We
it's
still
so
come back to each
easy,
other at the
and
end of the day.
I feel like at the end of the day, I can be like I can breathe. Like it's a weight lifted off my shoulders, not worrying about you, and like it just feels really good.
It feels good knowing that the other person's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and I feel like being with her, like it feels like it always feels like a honeymoon phase, and I always want to make it feel like a honeymoon phase.
We do our best too. And it's good.
Huh?
We do our best too, and it feels good.
Yeah, because once you stop doing the honeymoon phase or treating it like the honeymoon phase, that's when things get old. You always gotta spice it up. You always gotta do things together. Yeah, it's water.
It's water.
It's water.
Okay, keep going.
Is it water?
Mm-hmm. Yum. Scrumptious water. Water burns my lips. You guys ever get that? Does water ever burn you guys' lips? That's crazy.
It's the best H2O. That's why it's strong.
Just
like SpongeBob.
yeah.
It's funny. No, but yeah, I think we have a good relationship, and that's what I love about her.
You do.
And she takes good care of me, and I take good care of her. And like,
I try my best.
No, you do a really good job taking care of me, and I do a really good job taking care of you.
Yes, you do. You guys know the food she makes me?
I make her some bomb ass food. Coming from someone.
I made her a salad today.
No,
and the other day she was like, "I'm making you this with a side of this, and then this." I'm like, I just
no,
made her
but
a
what I
salad.
find funny, I'll be like, "I'm gonna make you this today," and she's like, "You ever made it?" I was like, "Nope."
And then it comes out so
good. Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Can you make that again?" And you're like, "Well, we need to buy more." I'm like,
yeah. And then I'll be like, "You know what? Fine." And I'll make like a week's worth of it because she loves
like
it.
that lentil
soup. Oh, that shit was bomb.
That was like the best
I've never
thing
made
ever.
it. I've never made that shit.
No, she made that good. I know it was good because I ate it for breakfast. And then I know when we were done drinking and I knocked out, you had some of that.
Yeah.
And you loved it.
Yeah.
It's just really good. And it kind of brings your energy back a little bit.
Yeah. And I make her plant-based burgers.
Those are bomb.
Those are bomb.
The plant-based
because
hot
we don't
dogs.
eat meat.
Yeah, the plant-based hot dogs are good.
I
Those
make
slap.
that. And then
Enjoy those while it's summer right now.
chilaquiles, enchiladas I made for her. The next thing I want to do is albóndigas, but plant-based. So I want her to try that. I made her homemade pasta, like where you put the dough.
Oh,
we did that together.
So fun.
Yeah.
It came like spontaneously. I feel like our best days are spontaneous.
Yeah, we did the dough. We put the egg, and then we like smashed it, and then we cut them into the the portions it's supposed to be. We cooked them, and we like it was so good.
It was good. We just gotta get a rolling pin. It'll make it perfect.
But I just think it's funny because when I lived at home and I was like, I'm not cooking shit. Like I'm not doing anything. My mom would always cook, obviously. But I was just like, now that I'm in a relationship, like, damn, like I see myself a lot like my mom now. And I was like, I never want to be like my mom. And I'm like, fuck. In certain ways I can see it.
Yeah.
But in ways that I don't think I'm like her.
Yeah, well, of course. What was the other thing I was about to say? It was about... Oh, what was it? What did we just do on our anniversary?
For food?
Yeah,
Or
what
what?
did we do that day? Oh, we played with my Thea on our anniversary.
Yeah, we played with your Thea.
That was like another... It wasn't spontaneous because we knew we were going to play with her.
Yeah.
But...
We played Mario Kart with her.
So fun.
It was so much fun playing with her and her man.
Yeah, like...
And then we still talked to her over FaceTime.
Yeah, we talked to her about his family stuff.
We
but
made our
it was
own
just a good
food
talk.
here.
We had her on like the stove while we were cooking.
We had our snacks.
It was a really nice call.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a picnic, but it's really hard to have a picnic
It's hot here.
in Northridge
Ugh.
because the temperature is like 96, 93. So we're probably going to have a picnic on Thursday. We'll probably film that. But it's just so hard. The weather's crazy here.
Yeah, because I get anxious the more hot it is.
Yeah, same.
So it's not good. And then I get irritated. And then, like, not really irritated. Like, it won't show it, but I'll feel like...
In your body,
ugh.
yeah.
And then if I'm sweating, like, I just want to go shower. And it's hard, but apparently water is hitting hard.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the coolest day is next Thursday. 82 though, but 59 in the morning.
All right, what's the next Reddit story? You got one more?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
This one is a question that's for you to answer, but I can read you what they said first. This one is from r/paranormal. It's not scary, but you'll hear.
I'm like,
it's not scary. I'm not ending it scary.
You seen it?
Yeah.
The video?
Bombastic side eye. Okay, it says, have you ever experienced a glitch in reality that made you question we're living in a simulation?
Oh, I know we're living in a simulation.
Yeah,
this
but like,
perfect.
what was like the moment? Like, do you want me to read this one? This one's really small.
Yeah, read it.
Okay. It says, yes, once I was driving home late at night and saw the exact person walking down the same stretch of road 3 times in less than 5 minutes. Same clothes, same limp, same direction. I even slowed down the second time thinking, did I just loop? No turns, no side roads, and I wasn't driving in circles. I got chills and refused to look in the rear view mirror. The rear view mirror.
Like a car.
Still can't explain it to this day. It felt like something or someone reset the environment. Okay, so have you ever experienced a glitch in reality? Well, you already know we're in a simulation, but what made you like be like, okay, we are for sure in this? Like anything like that?
I think when we hit 2020, that's when I knew we were living in a simulation with COVID happened. I was like, something feels wrong. Like, we shouldn't be living on this earth, paying taxes, paying all this shit. Everything should be free. So I started like learning my chakras. I started learning meditation. I started learning like everything I could, how to release energy, how to do body work, how to do candle work.
That was a perfect time to do it for you.
Yeah, it was perfect. And I learned a lot. And I think that's when I broke out of the matrix in 2020 because I started reading books. I started reading so many books, and then I started asking my mom questions like, why did you do this? And then she like opened up to me like as a child. Like my mom was like struggling. Her husband would hit her when she wouldn't cook food that he liked. And it was just bad. I didn't know those stories, and I felt bad. We both cried and stuff like that. But yeah, I know we're living in a simulation. I know we're balls of energy. And I feel like Earth is a lesson of school to know your purpose and what makes you happy and what makes you brighten. And once you learn what makes you happy, you go on to the next dimension from that. But I also learned like if you don't do your karmic work, you don't sit down with what makes you hurt or you journal it out, you're gonna reincarnate back again here on Earth.
Yeah, you've told me about that. Yeah,
that's just my opinion, but I've done a lot. I've healed a lot. So I think it works. I don't know. Frequencies help a lot. Yeah.
Besides that, was there ever a moment like where this person was saying like you saw the same person a couple times? Like was there ever like a situation where like you kind of just like saw something? Besides that, like did you ever see something where just like, okay, we are in one? Or like was it just like based off the way you started teaching yourself how things actually go?
No, I didn't see the same person. They do talk a lot about like when you see cars that are different colors, it's like you always see gray, red, white, black, but you never see like a blue car, a yellow car, a green car.
But then once you see one, you start seeing a bunch.
You start seeing a bunch because like that last time we were in the apartment, I was like thinking of yellow. And I was talking about construction workers.
Oh, yeah, and they passed by.
And then a yellow construction worker passes by.
It was like right after. Yeah.
So I was just like, I need to be careful with what I say because sometimes when that shit happens, you got to be careful because that means your energy is very built and very like intact. And you just got to be careful with what you say because anything can manifest. But I've learned a lot how to manifest a lot too because I manifested my home in Long Beach. I manifested my dream car. I manifested a lot of things and it happened like 2 years or less.
Yeah.
So like I don't think seeing people, but I think like
over time you start seeing it.
Yeah, and I believe
like
in that.
That creek cut, that's so random.
Yeah, like I used to go to Michael's and I used to be like, I want this creek cut. I want to make sure it's blah blah blah. Like one day I'm gonna get it. And those things are expensive. They go for like $200 or $400. And I was like one day, and I would go to Michael's because I like to paint and stuff and like find arts and crafts. And I was like, one of these days, it's going to be mine. It's going to be mine. Tell me why, when I got with Destiny, her mom gave me her creek cut.
And literally it had everything in it. The vinyls, the pens. It was literally perfect.
Yeah, I got literally
and
everything.
we kept it. Like, she didn't want to sell it. She's like, I'll just keep it, whatever. And then I met you and I was like, oh my God, she wants the Krika. Like, no, we were literally probably going to sell it, but like, we weren't
Yeah,
going
and I
to.
got it and I was like, see, like everything has its timing because most manifestations take from like 1 to 3 years. And if they come earlier, like you're very good at it. But you're going to see what we make because I kind of want to make t-shirts for Lala.
Yeah,
I'm going to wear one. I'm going to cut the sleeves off and I'm going to put like what is it? Like it's not the logo. I'm going to put Gals with No Filter in the front, but in the back, it's like a barcode. So that way people are like, what the fuck is this? And then they scan it. They'll know. So I'm kind of marketing in the way when we go to Lollapalooza.
Yeah, because sometimes I see things and I'm like, I just want to scan it. I'm like, what else are you going to do? I'm not going to cause you anything to go scan it. And maybe you'll go look at it. But still. Yeah,
I just think that one was crazy because I would always stare at it and I'd touch it and I'm like, you're going to be mine one day. And then I got it. That was another good manifestation.
That was really random.
Yeah.
Because like you talked about it and I was like, oh my God, we have that. We don't use it.
Yeah, but
at all.
But also manifestations work when you don't want something in life. If you think about it too much and you don't want something in life, you're going to get it. Same with destiny. I was like, I don't want a Taurus. I don't want somebody that's born in Texas. I don't want somebody that's 21 years old. And then that's literally everything.
Taurus,
Texas, Taurus, 21. Yeah. So.
I didn't want someone that was older than me. And you were the only option on the app.
Yeah, on the app, it wouldn't let her go lower than 27. And then
26.
26. And then she found me. Mm-hmm. So, see?
I was like, I don't want someone older.
Living
about
proof.
My age. And then you came up. It's like, oh. You're like, oh, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot at Disney. Hold on. But, crazy. Damn, did we already pass that day that I first wrote you?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
We celebrated the day I followed her. Like, not really celebrated, but we were just like, oh.
So it's actually been a year since we've known each other. And it's going to be a year and we've been dating in August 27th.
Oh, yeah, because I remember a while ago I looked at my photo album and you liked a photo on my story. You started liking my stories on my Instagram of like me at IKEA, or I tried on some new skirt, which you see me in that skirt now every day. But you liked me in that new skirt, which is crazy because you see me in that all the time.
Oh, I got the chills. No, I got the chills.
Yeah, or that time I accidentally, like, I thought something when you were driving and then it happened right after.
Wait,
should I say it or
no? We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. It was funny though.
Yeah.
But sad.
No. we were on a mission that day. But all right, is that all you ready to start?
Yeah, that's all I want to say.
All right, guys.
Time.
Well.
Oh my God, that's it.
That's it for our first video podcast. We've had more podcasts in the past, but this is gonna cut it for our video one.
This will still be on Spotify and it'll be on YouTube. So if you're on Spotify, go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go to Spotify.
This was actually fun. Actually, I think I got out of the
I did. It was good because I feel like you don't look at the camera when you do podcasts.
Well, I do sometimes, so I feel like I'm talking to the people. Yeah. But I look at you too.
Yeah, I look at myself. I'm like, damn. Wow. I look at you. I'm like, oh. What? I found it.
Oh my God. All right, well, guys, we'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe. Stay true to yourselves. Don't follow anybody that their personalities. Do you. Stay true to yourself.
Don't copy people.
Love
it's
yourself.
Boring.
Do the healing work. And yeah, pretty much. We'll catch you on the next one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye.